True. True.
True. True.
True.
True.
What's good, people? How y'all feeling today? It's a good day. But we're gonna get right to it. So, first thing I need to do is find my microphone. We're gonna assume it works. I need to find my tablet. You know, all the things I need, right? I need all these things to make sure I'm running smoothly. That's the beginning of the journey. I think I'm here 43 or 44 days now. One or the other. But let's see if we can transition the mic. Oh, whoa. That magnet's strong, boy. Let's see. You're. Ooh. See if we can put that mic on. Yeah, you should still be able to hear me. That mic should be obsolete now, right? So, we got our camera set up. So, just a quick disclaimer. Right? Quick disclaimer. Going IRL, not going outside, so I shouldn't have to worry about service. But if for some reason something happens, you already know we have that camera set up. We have the chair that we may go back to, and then we have the mobile cam. So let's do it. If you saw the title of today's episode, we'll call it an episode. Dad on duty. You heard? Dad on duty, you heard? You don't give me an echo. You stop it. All right, got my tablet. Let's go upstairs, and then we'll check our audio and everything while we're upstairs. How y'all doing today? How are you doing? Not many sound effects for you guys this morning. Only sound effects you're gonna get is Blippi. See if we can turn Blippi down. Because we are on dad duty. You see that little... Yeah, if you're wondering, you had your intro. Yes, I did. I put my kid on the potty, and then I ran downstairs and did my intro. Because sometimes you gotta do that. Okay. You'll probably hear a lot of that. All right, so first, we gotta make sure we're running good. Gotta make sure audio's good. I hear you, buddy. All right, let's see. Go to my stream manager. Okay. Mic seems to be working pretty good. All right, bet. So last time I did this, and maybe it's because I went outside, but the chat was hella delayed. I didn't know why it did that. And hopefully the mic is in a good place, right? Not muffled by. my beard or anything. So, yeah, I'm on dad duty, right? How long you been sitting over there? I think you've been over there like 4 or 5 minutes. Let me check. Yeah, he been over there like 5 minutes. He good. He's potty training, so he needs a little bit of extra time. He's decent at using the potty, but we need him 100% on game because he has to start school this fall. I told you guys that before, right? That the baby was trying to get in school. He also has testing tomorrow. So that's a whole other thing. He has testing for school. We're not 100% sure what that means. Okay, you done? Stand up, pull your pants up. Yeah, pull your pants up. There you go. You don't have to sit there. Yeah, pull your pants up. Help. Let me see you try first before I help you. Ooh, you potty. Good job. High five. High five. I don't get a high five this morning? Thank you. Yay. Okay. You grab the other side, I'll grab this side. We'll pull them up together. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Pull your pants up. He's making me do all the work. Good job. I'm not going to show you all that. Just trust he did use the potty. Good job, man. You want to wipe your hands? All right, let me take this, clean this out. Like I said, be all over the place this morning because I'm on dad duty. So, how did I get on dad duty? Well, first of all, let me set this up somewhere. Look at that. This tripod is clutch because I can literally just take it wherever I want to take it and just set up. You know what I'm saying? Close that out. Need to clean this out real quick. Clean out the little potty. Straight up dad duty today. Okay. Nice and clean. Get it dried off. Then I gotta wash my hands. See that? See me in the mirror? I know. Okay, chat. Let's go. So, I got on dad duty because typically, you know, Wednesday be my day to work from home, which it still is, right? And then typically my wife would go to work. Right? Typically. Also, if you guys aren't aware, I said this before, but my father-in-law lives with me. We're supposed to have somebody come to our house at 10 o'clock to take care of some stuff for us. But, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I just wanted to be here for them. So I, instead of taking my son to swim class, I had my father-in-law take my son to swim class, which I would have normally been doing right now. And then I was gonna stay here with the baby while my wife goes to work. But she wasn't feeling well, so she's not at work. Don't touch that tablet. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to Pay, who been going hard with the stream. I had that boy tabbed up for, it's almost been 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Jay Vax in the building. Y'all just gotta imagine the sound effects today. What's up? Look, this is, where are you pulling me to, bro? Where are you pointing to? Go, do what you wanna do. Go, why are you pointing? Talk. Go ahead, you trying to get that tablet? What you want the tablet for? It's 8:30 in the morning, the TV's on. I don't understand points, bro. Why are you pointing? Huh? What's that? Blippy? If you're not talking, I'm not about to talk to myself. You're making me feel like the chat. W's in the building. Yeah, Blippy's on TV, man. If you want your tablet, you can take it with you. I'm not, here, you want this or you want the helicopter? You want this? Say helicopter then, don't point. Go ahead. So, a number of things I have to do that I didn't do. Look, the propeller's right there. Look, right here, on the floor. I'm pointing to propellers on the floor, right there. Go get it. This is how much they turn up. They turn up all over the place. Look. Y'all see that pile of toys? Just a constant turn up. It's always a turn up. My son is a ninja, so I got probably 600 pairs of nunchucks and weapons and everything else all over the house. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fooled though. Your boy, I'm a ninja too, you feel me? Let's get this camera right, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We know how I use nunchucks. We know how I use all weapons. You feel me? That's a little sneak peek, right? Yeah, we use all weapons here. You know what I'm saying? We're a weapons trained household. You know, nunchucks, staff, kunai knives, blickies, you know what I'm saying? All the things, but I need to get some, I need to get my 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I don't know if y'all thought I'd be joking, but I be drinking this shit every day. This is not sponsored, but this is what I be drinking. Emergency, right? See that? 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I got to. Kids, man, kids they go to kids' birthday parties, they go to activities, events, and they'll mess you up. Our adult bodies are not prepared for all these new viruses and bacteria they got. I mean, we're pretty strong, you know, because we from a different time, but I gotta stay laced up with my vitamin C, man. I don't even play around. Let's double check the mic. Testing. Let's double check the mic. Oh yeah, we Gucci. So I'm using the mic today. Bro, what? Here, come on. We gotta take the camera with us. Oh, you know, this would be a perfect time to have R2. R2 should definitely be, what? Here, you wanna take it. You could unplug that, man. He's 2. He's 2. He'll be 3 soon. His birthday's at the end of this month. He'll be 3 years old. He can talk. Look at this man. Of course he can talk. Look, he just unlocked that iPad. He just went and found the YouTube app, and then now look at him. You see this? That's how, look, don't be fooled. Don't let your kids fool you. Y'all witnessed it live. You just saw this man scroll on YouTube, bro. He just scrolled and found that video that he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Don't take all that kids be faking. Here, let's see. Watch, let me show you a trick. Look, can I show you a trick? Watch this. Watch, hold on, let me show you a trick. Look, watch, look. Oh, okay. I'll leave you alone then, cuz. Look at this man. This is too funny. Look at him. He's just scrolling. He can't read yet, if y'all wondering. He definitely can't read. So he can identify the video he wants to see based on the picture. So when y'all create thumbnails, you want to know why thumbnails work? Thumbnails work because if you're attracting a certain type of audience, sometimes people make kid-friendly content. I don't know if my content would be considered kid-friendly. I guess it is a little bit, but not completely because sometimes I be cursing. So, but if you're wondering why them thumbnails work and why they're important, because of that. You see him? He about to be 3 years old. And just like many other kids, hold up, you gotta stop with that. Just like a lot of other kids, he scrolls. But he's trying to find his video based on the picture that it was, because he can't read, right? So don't think them thumbnails don't work. I'll get to a point where I'm making thumbnails maybe for the YouTube content or something. I gotta get better with uploading my VODs to YouTube. All right, so I'm gonna drink this and then let's turn up. And by turn up, I mean make breakfast. That's what I mean. If you're wondering what I meant by turn up, that's all I meant. I meant make breakfast, right? We're gonna make breakfast. Scrolled on YouTube, but tell me he wants something. Yeah, he can't be in the house. This is yeah. He's had his last school year in the house. He'll be 3, so he'll be going to his school. Right? The new school that we had to find because my son's other school shut down, which is wild. So, there's a high probability that I'm about to cook some bacon. So, my apologies in advance if bacon offends you. About to cook that swine, my brother. We like bacon. You know what I'm saying? Some crispy bacon. All right, let's see what we got. See if we have some in the house. Yep, we do. There you go. Bacon. All right. Let y'all see me whip some stuff up. Hopefully sometimes it'd be hard for me to tell the size of these pans. I mean, I cook, you feel me? All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. You know what I mean? Oh, that would have probably been good for y'all to see, huh? Right. Get that flame going. You know what I'm saying? Turn it down low, right? You feel me? And then with it, because my wife is here too, so I need to think about her. Because she's gonna be hungry when she get up. Y'all think that's good enough? This is 1 cup. I don't know. I'll use this one. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all how I get down. Show y'all how I get down, you feel me? W's to the biddies. Exactly, I getting Chef True. And I'm not even bragging or nothing like that, but I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I know how to cook. I know how to cook, grill, all that. And in fact, one of my, I call it episodes. One of my live streams that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all. I need to replace a lot of the parts on my grill because my grill's old and I need to get that done. So let's see. Oh, this is tall. I keep trying to sit it on the counter, but I could do it like this, you feel me? So let me put y'all on game. Let me give you the quick, right? So with the I'm gonna make waffles. You know what I'm saying? Nice little homemade waffle. You know what I'm saying? Grab me a little cooking glove, you feel me? Whip it up. I can probably get y'all a better view, honestly. Let's see. Yeah. Come through, right? So that first piece, you feel me? That's what I use to lubricate my pan. I like my heat to be low, right? First piece to lubricate the pan. Right? You feel me? Giving y'all some cooking lessons. This will work so better. I had on a second glove. Yep. But while this cooking, then I'm gonna start preparing for my waffles, right? All right, bet. So we'll let that rock. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making no pancake mix from scratch. Sponsored. I'm just showing y'all what's what, you feel me? So that's what I'm using. Am I measuring? Absolutely not. I don't need to measure, right? I just do it until my heart's content. You feel me? That's about good, right? Actually, I'm trying to think. Nah, if the son comes from swim class and he wants waffles, I'll just make him some. Let me show you the secret sauce. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the CTC Stardust. It's probably not the healthiest stuff, but listen. Put that up in your pancake mix, right? They give you some cinnamon sugar flavor for your waffles. Mix that up, you feel me? Let me get some eggs. Let me make sure y'all get everything behind the scenes. This is what I got in my refrigerator. Right? That's what my refrigerator looks like. Some eggs. Right? All I need is one egg. Right? Ooh. I dropped a little piece of shell, but that's okay. Get you out a one-hand crack action. All right. I gotta refill these eggs. I got eggs in my garage. My camera clean. You know what I'm saying? That's how you make the waffle Belgian. Right? That's my cabinet full of shit. Right? That's how you make the waffles Belgian right there. You put a little egg and you just put a little bit of oil in it, right? Little dab of oil, you feel me? And put some water in there. I'm not big on the whole milk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to mix my stuff up with whole milk. And I measure by look. But at the same time, I gotta keep my eye on the bacon. Right. A little pair of tongs. Let me switch the camera view for y'all. Right. Try to cook these. Turn it down a little bit. I like to cook it low. You know what I'm saying? Gotta have a little crisp to it. Whipping up the pancake mix. You relax. What you trying to find? Huh? You trying to find something? Got that's nice and smooth. See that? See how smooth that is? That's the consistency that I prefer. Okay, so that's good. All right. Shout out to the chat. W. Ronnie. Shout out to Ronnie in the building. All right. Try to give y'all a look at all this crap. You know what I'm saying? Grab a little plate. Put the plate there. Right. So when I cook the bacon the first time, right, it cooks mostly on one side, and then I flip it, because it's like you have to let it, what's the word, cure or whatever, and I flip it, let it cook, you know what I'm saying? And then I flip it one more time. Typically with the bacon, I only flip it twice. Like if I'm cooking steak, I'll really only try to flip it once, but bacon, I try to flip it twice, right? Because then it gets both sides. And I like the bacon crispy, but I don't like it overly cooked, meaning like I don't want it burnt. So you cook it just enough. And once it's done, right, because as it gets a little cooler, it'll get crisp on its own, right? That's just a little, for those of you who eat bacon, right? I got the tongs, let's see if I can have to get another glove. Let's see. Might be. Oh, there we go. Go. That grease hot now. The batch is normally well, I won't call it the easiest. It depends, but the second batch of bacon is definitely gonna cook up, because now that grease is hot. That's the grease that come off the bacon. That's why a lot of people actually don't eat bacon, because of all the grease. But listen, you gotta choose your own healthiness, right? This is, look at that. And I can probably just sit the phone down because I have this whole tripod. Let me use the tripod effectively. And now anything. My wife about to be like, "You burning something?" Chat about to be like, "True cannot cook." See? Silence. Y'all like that? Yeah. Of course the smoke alarm over. Ain't no smoke. What you mean? Ain't no smoke. You feel me? I know what I'm doing, chat. That smoke alarm, by the way, is so I have a smoke alarm, so it doesn't have to be a lot of smoke at all, right? Your standard, let me show you real quick. Your standard smoke alarm, right, which is this one here. I do have these, right? This is like a standard smoke alarm. Give you a close up. Those right there take a lot of smoke to go off. The one that just went off that you can hear talking to me is this one, right? I installed that second one myself. It's by Nest or Google, right? That thing does not need a lot of smoke to go off. The good thing is you can silence it from your phone because it actually sends your phone a notification when it goes off. So if I'm at work or something, it'll notify me like there's smoke at your house or something. And I can see what's going on, or I can contact someone if I need to, but I love it. But again, it doesn't need a lot of smoke to go off. Or CO2, that thing will be like, listen, there's danger in the area. So, shout out to Billy in the building. Yeah, the smoke detector talks. But the good thing is, I can also cut it off easily too. Like I said, there's no, look chat, there's no smoke, right? Or no visible smoke. That's why it's good, because it doesn't need visible smoke to go off. So I can actually mute it by even going to my phone, and I can just press the silence button. So I don't have to be like, you know the vibes. You got to grab a pillow or the closest rag or something to turn it off. But typically I don't have to do that. It's very smart. I'm gonna hold this for the moment. So, you know what I'm saying? So once it starts to, let's call it wrinkle up, right? It's not gonna be done, but now I know it's good enough to be flipped over. So I can flip it, right? See, these not quite, because I can look at the end of it and so, but almost. See how this kind of looks more rippled than the back end? That's kind of how I judge. That's why I always keep my heat down low. You keep it up high, then your food cooks really fast. And I don't got time for that. So while that's going, like I told you, you know what I'm saying? Oh. Ow. I normally bring out the big body waffle maker, but I'm gonna bring out the mini today. I'm gonna bring out the little tiny one. It's set for pancakes at the moment, so I'll switch it. But yeah. Me get this crap out of here. Hold up, chat. I got a rice cooker. I'll go with cooking rice. I am horrible. Like cooking rice on the stove. You know what I'm saying? I struggle. I struggle with cooking rice on the stove, chat. But that rice cooker though, off of Amazon, for like, did I get that off of Amazon? I think I got that one off of Amazon for like, it's clutch. So I can flip my other slices of bacon. Yeah, look at that. And the youngling is having a good time, just checking it, you feel me? Let me see what the chat talking about. And y'all should still be able to hear me. Let's test. You can hear me, right? Yep, you can hear me. I just had to double check because I'm using the DJI mic, right? Using the DJI mic. You feel me? Some nice looking bacon. And then again, one more time. Now that's done because that grease is hot, so I'll let it cook. You know, I'll let that cook up and that's gonna be done. I'll show y'all what that look like after it cool off. See? That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. And if, if anybody wanted their bacon extremely crisp, you could always go longer, right? Mason, relax, bro. So this Santa Claus, I guess, got this waffle maker for my son, so I'm gonna use this small one. So these, you can just pop these out. Okay, back up, the stove is hot. What do you need? Let me help him real quick, because I'm still on dad duty. This not what you're looking for? You lost what you was looking for? He got into the black hole in YouTube. He went too far. Is that what you just clicking button? I was just talking. I wasn't even showing y'all. Yeah, these things just right off of here. So this, you just pretty Claus got this thing from, I think Santa Claus got this thing from Costco. Yeah, so you clip these off. And you see, chat, it has this whole little case. So you can drop these in, and then that's for waffles. So you put that at the bottom. And then I can put the other one in here. And then this is the top, right? It literally says top right on there. Right there, it says top. So I put this at the top. So my waffle maker, you can set the temperature and all this stuff. This one is really made for my son to be able to make waffles on his own. So it just gets hot. It don't have a temperature. It's supposed to just do, quote unquote, the perfect temperature for you. So, my oldest son is 7, so we try to let him be independent with a lot of stuff. So if he was making waffles, this is what he would use, right? So I'm going to, put a little bit of oil on said paper towel. See, if I was using the big waffle iron, I would actually just spray it. But this little one, right? You can do this, you feel me? So while that's warming up, gotta get my man together real quick. So let me see. All right, so I'll get him these little cups right here. And I'm gonna get him a plate too. You feel me? So, get him a little cup. Get him some fruit that he doesn't eat. Let me just take some out of here. I bought this little container of fruit. So I always give him fruit because, well, one, fruit is good for you. I always give him fruit. Both of them, both of my children, I always give them fruit. I didn't have a lot of fruit when I was growing up. So my iPhone, it's just like turning up by itself. Why are you turning up the volume? So I didn't have a lot of fruit growing up. Oh, shout out to Cabana in the building, Vax in the building. We got some biddies going. You know what I'm saying? It's cooking with True, you feel me? But I didn't have a lot of fruit growing up, so I make sure that my boys get a lot of fruit. Even though this little baby, he will waste it most of the time. But, you know, just give him a couple of apples. Give him some pineapple, some honeydew. My wife will eat fruit all the time. Watermelon in. I'm definitely a parent that I don't typically give them watermelon unless they specifically ask for it. I'll give them a piece today because we got a lot of it in here, right? And if you're wondering, True does not eat watermelon. I cannot stand the taste of watermelon. So I don't know, sometimes my kids eat it. But I will tell you, even though I personally don't eat watermelon, let me tell you two things that are clutch for kids' parties. Because I do it, right? I get a watermelon and cut it up into slices, throw it in the freezer for a little bit, right? Or even the blueberries. So freeze blueberries. That's what I'm definitely gonna do for his birthday party that's coming up. Freeze blueberries and let him rock with that, right? Frozen blueberries. It's like little treats. Here, sit down right there. Hey, little boy, little baby. We gotta turn something off, bro. You got a TV on, you got a tablet on. We can't do all that. You need help? Let me help him up. Come on. Your tablet is loud too. Here. There you go. We're not that loud. There you go. Yeah, some on dad duty. So get my man straight so he can eat some breakfast. It's currently 9 a.m., technically like 9:04. My waffle iron should be hot. I'm also one of those parents that's like, I don't have to, like, the moment he opens his eyes, I don't have to rush to feed him. Let me show y'all. Hold up. Let me show you this waffle iron. Let his appetite build up just a little bit. You feel me? Like, I don't want to try to feed him the moment he opens his eyes and he don't want to eat. So waffle irons are tricky because you want to fill it up, but you don't want to overfill it. Because if you overfill it, then you'll get a bunch of extra spillage on the outside. So especially with sometimes you just got to test it out with the first one, see how much you want to put in there. But yeah, you feel me? Y'all want to get a look at that bacon? Give you a close up of that bacon. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Yeah. W's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Smoke alarm try to play your boy. Look at that. That shit cooked perfectly. You feel me? W Cabana with the biddies going ham. J Vax with the biddies. Yeah. So, you know, we on vibes today. Cooking up for them. I got how to tell when this waffle maker is done. Is it the light comes on or the light's off? Which one y'all think? Currently on, I think. The good thing about the waffles is you can technically let them cook over a little bit and it'll be perfectly fine. Oh, I think it just clicked. Okay, so it clicked and it clicked off. So let me get something. I'm just use these, let me clean these tongs off. I'm about to use the same tongs I just used for the bacon. Little scrub daddy. You feel me? So we definitely have to get the house in order for sure because got my sisters coming over. My sisters are coming over on Friday. Maybe when they get here, I'll let them stream or something if they want to do that. Let's switch it. So let's let you guys see exactly what the waffle look like when it come out. Let's see if it came out good. Hold up. I'm gonna have to sit this down because I need both my hands. Ooh. Trial and error, chat. Okay. Here we go. Let's tilt down a little bit. I'm just using the front camera so I can see. See, I'll let it cook a little over. I probably won't let it do that for the next one. But he might like it like that because he don't always like his food soft. But that one cooked a little long. So we know it clicks, and when the light goes off, it should cut on. I think, right? It should cut on. Anyway, see that waffle, chat? It's not bad at all. Now, my son, if you give him syrup, so he's like any other kid, right? Well, if you give him syrup, he wants the syrup, but he won't eat the syrup, right? He will typically like make a mess with the syrup. I don't care about the mess, but I want him to eat his food. And if the syrup's on it, I don't think he'll eat it. So I'm trying to think what I should do. A lot of times what I'll do is, we have these little cups right here that I don't know where they came from, but we have them. And I'll put syrup in here for him so that way he can like dip it, I guess. Cause for his waffles, I'm gonna like cut it not in squares, right? I'm gonna cut it in like slices. Like if you can imagine a French toast stick. That's how I'm gonna cut it for him, right? So let me get a plate for myself. You know what I'm saying? Get a plate for myself. Waiting for that waffle to cook. I won't be able to eat yet because I gotta cook a couple of these waffles. So whenever, bruh. Somebody broke my ramekin. That's crazy. It's not somebody. I know who did it. First of all, what the hell? I'm gonna have to. Okay. Joan got a chip in it. And whoever put it in the cabinet knew it had a chip in it. Can't be eating off of chipped dishes. Especially that ramekin is like a porcelain. You don't want to eat off that when it's chipped because it'll keep chipping, right? And you never know. It might be chipping in your food or in whatever you use it for. Nah. You check out the chat. Bree in the building, Solo in the building. We got a whole gang in here. You feel me? What's good? How y'all feeling? In the bed exhausted. Got to work a little later, but that's a short shift today. 1 to 3:30. Shout out to Bree with the short shift. Oh, I don't want to let my waffle. Oh, it ain't burning. See that waffle, chat? I didn't quite fill up the maker all the way. And you see how it came out? Not bad. All right. I'm gonna keep pumping these waffles out though. Because I'm gonna make some myself. Make some for my lip. Bro, are you watching something in Chinese? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Vax. Gotta whip it up for him. So, all right, let me cut his food up. I just use this big knife because it makes my life easier when I can just cut it all in kind of one, you know what I'm saying? Oops, what did I do just now? I'm sitting here playing around with the different camera views. All right, let's see. Y'all can see that. Right. So, for the baby, I just basically cut his up like this. Right. So there you go. He got his little waffle strips or whatever you want to call it. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll cut that up for him. Cut that up for the boy. Melt some. He definitely would prefer like butter over syrup. So, you know what I'm saying? Some Kerrygold Irish butter. You feel me? I'm gonna warm this up. Let that melt on up. And he's not gonna eat it, right? You know, sometimes I just take pictures to prove that I'm feeding my children, but he's not gonna eat it. You know what I mean? Like, y'all just saw me whip up waffles from scratch and make this fine ass looking bacon. You know what I'm saying? He got a whole fruit cup, but he's not gonna eat it. Like, don't think because I cooked it good that he's gonna eat it. He's not. You know what I mean? Waffle iron hottish. Yeah. But that's, you know, such is life. Such is life. All right? Ooh. I can just hear that butter like boiling. So, you know what I'm saying? I just put a little bit. I should have just used a spoon. Exactly. Wait, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make me a little plate once I get all this popping. Let me sit this down again. So we still got the waffle factory popping off. You see that? See that, chat? Look at that. The craziest thing about it is I just like making waffles from scratch, but I'm pretty sure there are Eggos in this house somewhere. Pretty sure. They're probably like, they should be in the freezer or something, but I'm pretty sure there's Eggos somewhere. All right, so I'm gonna give him this. I'm gonna give him 2 pieces of bacon. You know what I'm saying? Give him a fork. He already got his fruit. Let's switch camera views real quick. You know what I'm saying? Here, why'd you scoot this up? Scoot that back. There you go. Bone apple tea. Your fork's right here. Go ahead, what you trying to do? Trying to skip that? There you go. I'll let you guys know how much of that he eats. He might eat some of it, depending on how hungry he is. He might. He might. But the assembly line continues. So yeah, you know what I mean? W Dad, appreciate that, Bree. Yeah, so so I had my father-in-law take my son to swim class, and I'm just here with the little man. My wife, she wasn't feeling good. She's upstairs, but she will eventually get up. She ain't got no choice, she gotta get up. Cause we're supposed to have somebody here in like 45 minutes. And I need to go to the ATM. Pay these folks. They got you hungry like this, you know what I'm saying? And listen, when we do our content house, I'll whip up a breakfast. Listen, I'll tell you 2 things. I can cook many of things. But 2 things I don't mind making for a large group. You know what I'm saying? I'll hook up. 1, let's give a scenario, right? Let's say, all right, we're gonna do a content house. It's gonna be the Raid Train content house, right? And we're gonna go somewhere and we're gonna do content for, let's call it a weekend, right? We all arrive, let's call it Thursday night or Thursday evening. Thursday's the arrival day. Friday is the beginning of the content. Friday morning, first of all, y'all know I'm gonna be up. I'll whip up some breakfast. I'll make a whole brunch, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking a small little breakfast like I just did. I'll do the bacon. I'll do the waffles. I'll do some fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? Have a nice little fruit platter, some scrambled eggs. You know what I'm saying? We can have a nice little brunch popping. Mimosas, Bloody Marys, you feel me? We can get all that popping. And then I'll take over either a lunch or a dinner. And we can have we definitely have steak, but we could do steak frites, right? So some steak and some French fries, basically. Or we can do steak and a vegetable. You know what I'm saying? So different options. But those will be the 2. I'll call it now. I'll do both of those. You know what I'm saying? But I can whip up a few things, you feel me? Let me know when y'all want to do the content house. If we should talk about it in the Discord. We can get everyone's geographical location and come up with a place that is not far for people to get to, and also not expensive for people to get to as well, but then also like a large enough house. If it's a house that's kind of secluded, that might be more ideal, I guess, because you also may be able to find some good prices too, right? Like again, if y'all are located in the United States, right? I'm thinking like Deep Creek, right? Deep Creek, you can fit 20 people in a house, and it might cost everybody $100, right? That's what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? You don't wanna be in a trying to do that and you cost some people a lot of money, right? Yeah, $1,000 per person. Like what? Who wants to pay that? Who wants to pay $1,000 to go contribute to a content house? Or for most things, like I don't. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Trust me, options exist. You know what I'm saying? If everybody got their license, you could go to Puerto Rico. You do not need a passport to go to Puerto Rico. You can go to do a content house in Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? The Station, content house called The Station. Hey, look, we could do that. That'd be dope. Shout out to Step Back. You have to think about the setup too. You have to think about like, all right, how many, does everybody bring their gaming system? Because you got a lot of gamers, you know. Everybody bring their own setup, or do we figure out like a master setup type of situation? Do we pay for the additional services where it's like at a certain time during the content house, it's always a massive collab, right? But you also want to have everybody doing their own kind of stream too, right? That's what's fun. All these little streams going on, and then they contribute to like one big stream. You know what I'm saying? That'd be dope. I'd do it. I'm still gonna try to go to TwitchCon. Right, such a big group. Numbers do break down sweet. Wi-Fi cook. Now you have to do something to amp up that Wi-Fi. You have, like, if you rented a house, you have to talk to the people and like, listen, we need you to get the Wi-Fi boosted for this weekend because we're gonna be doing. Or we could actually go talk to a carrier in the area. I'm trying to get that resolved now. But yeah, I'm still over here pumping out these waffles, trying not to drop them off the plate. Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Of course they look like Eggos because this is a miniature waffle maker. So the waffle maker I normally use is one of those big ones that when you make the waffle, you get that, like, let's call it a plus sign down the middle. So if you cut it, you technically have 4, you feel what I'm saying? Oh, audio cut off. Y'all can hear me now, right? Oh, you can hear now. All right, cool. I wonder if I accidentally hit the, hopefully this don't end my stream. I was trying to check the battery percentage on my phone. All right, bet. Appreciate y'all. Let me know. Yeah, so it's, I'm IRL in the kitchen. I looked at some of my analytics yesterday, and my top videos are the IRL videos. Oh, hold up, Mike. Yeah. Content gonna do for sure. Yeah, that would be dope. It would be. You know what I'm saying? That would absolutely be dope. Little content house. Are you eating? I think he's eating. You want syrup? Syrup? Okay. Y'all hear his deep voice? Syrup. Hey, bro. Yeah, Content House looked really crazy. But I was looking at my analytics yesterday, and it was saying that for me, most of the content is the IRL. So I'm like, oh, people like the IRL stuff. I'm still finding my zone. Not all the time do I have like content planned out. I think I will get to that point where I will have it planned out at least to a point. Look, he want that syrup. But here, dip it. There you go. Cheers. Try some. Where I will have content planned out. But right now, I just kind of flow with it a little bit. Because my gamer stream got 217 views, but my highest views for IRL was 280. Oh yeah. Well, you do like a mixture though, Bree, right? Like you do the gaming, but sometimes your gaming be IRL. Cause I looked up like, all right, what's the official definition of IRL? And I think IRL is anything where you're not in front of the computer. So they probably just like when you be sitting there playing a game. That's what I'm thinking. Cause I was thinking about that too. Yeah, I'm pumping out these waffles. I made a lot of batter, so I'm just a couple of them. I think it might come out to be like, it might be like 8 waffles. Well, again, my son, maybe he'll eat some when he come home, but he's with his pop, so they probably end up stopping somewhere. Shit lagging? No, it was good. Yeah. It's a nice day outside. I might have to get out there. I'm getting my deck stripped. Getting it stripped, getting some boards replaced, and then I'm getting it completely repainted. So I wanted to match the color of that pavilion up there. It's hard to see from in the house, but it's like a dark mahogany, dark walnut, whatever the hell they call it. It's like a dark brown color. So trying to get it to match that. I wanted to wait until next year because I've been in the house. Been here 9 years. Next year will be 10 years. So I wanted to wait to do any type of like outdoor upgrades, especially since I had all this stuff built during the pandemic. But it just looked horrible. And we're trying to host people at our house in like, what, 3 weeks? So, but I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to stream on Friday when my sister comes over here, because she's funny as hell. And that might be a stream where I just might have to set up the camera and y'all might just have to watch us drink or something. Because, well, one of my sisters, she'll drink. One of them, they won't drink. Tequila. She want the tequila on deck. Like it's cussing that. I'm good. It's just with him, it's because he barely interacts with the chat now, so he just purely entertains and kind of finds joy and bonding with the chat. That's a fact. When you get to a certain level, it's probably, I've seen Kaisenet like chat, and it's like, it has to be difficult interacting with the chat. You gotta like pinpoint certain comments, or you gotta encourage people to like highlight your message or something, because you put something in that chat and it disappears in like 5 seconds. It's crazy. I said, man. But yeah, you would think also like, put your shit on slow mode. so that way you can actually see some of these messages. But it's so many. Like every time he goes live, I mean, he got 100,000+ people that are subscribing and other kind of stuff. Hitting a level 17 hype train is crazy. Hitting a level 17 hype train before you show your face on stream is elite. You know what I'm saying? I was watching the other day. I'm like, bruh, for 2 minutes and 38 seconds, he hasn't even shown his face yet, and he's already at a level 15 hype train. I said, that's crazy. But when you've been putting in work for a long time, I was reading some more of the content to Cash Bible, you know, getting some tips and stuff like that. And it was, you know, yeah, he never uses slow-mo. I haven't seen him use it. But it gives you like little tips and stuff. And a big part of it is, especially when you're starting off, is connecting with your chat. Reading your chat, engaging with the people, because people, yes, they want to come and see your content, but they're also there for you. So it makes people feel good when you can talk to them directly, because sometimes that's what people feed off. They like, I want to be able to talk directly to this person, or I want, you know, so that's what I try to do, engage. Ice hot. When did you get out? Me? Who's Ice Hot? Shout out to Ice Hot for being in the chat. But can you elaborate on what you mean by, yo man, when did you get out? Not sure what you're talking about. Unless that's like a punchline that's gonna lead to something else, then shout out to you because you got me. But I don't know what you're talking about. Get out. Please explain yourself. Explain yourself to the chat. Everybody in the chat like, yo, what is Ice Hot talking about? But shout out to Ice Hot, like I said, for contributing to chat. Not sure who that is. Doesn't look like Ice Flow to me, who I'm very familiar with. But let us know what you're talking about. Shout out to Billy. When did I get out? Feel free to ask questions. I'm always willing to ask questions. I was thinking I could do a Q&A, right? Because I don't know what, like, I don't want to assume, he turned up. I don't want to assume the type of questions people would ask, but, you know, it's a safe space. Feel free to ask questions. I'll answer whatever question I feel like answering though. So like, don't feel offended if I don't answer you. Maybe it's not the time to answer it, right? But I'll be real with you. Typically when I hear when'd you get out, the first thing that comes to mind is prison. I have not been to prison. So that's the first thing that comes to mind. When'd you get out? I was never in, you know? But let us know what you mean, my guy. Ice Hot. What do they call that? I'm not an English professor or anything like that. Like when you have two things that are antonyms of one another. What do they call that? It says stop the cap. You still talking to me? I assume you're talking to me because you're in my chat. But what are we capping about? You could tell me. Capping about like prison? I didn't go to prison. Trust me, I didn't go to prison. I'm assuming you're talking about prison. And until you tell me what you're talking about, that's what I'm assuming. Because I have no idea what you're talking about. But I assure you I did not go to prison. And here's a little background about me that you would have never thought, right? Never mind. Just trust me, I didn't go to prison. I used to, all right, here's a little something about True, right? I am a financial guy. I'm a financier, right? That is what I do. That's my job, which means I just manage a lot of money, which I do for my work. I manage a lot of money. And I'm not talking about $100,000, a lot of money. I'm talking a lot of money. So I have always been pretty knowledgeable about the management of money. And at one point in my life, I don't do it now, but at one point in my life, I managed, let's call it, let's say I didn't manage the money, but let's say I tracked and reconciled the money for undercover operations for Drug Enforcement Administration. So, yes, that's a little bit about True that people didn't know. Yep. So, I was that guy, I was that guy that was, I used to be in charge of coin operation. I used to, in charge of locating, first class criminals, you feel me? Oh, I put a lot in that one. Let me close that. That waffle might be a fat one. Look at the assembly line, chat. Look at the waffles. Yeah, I'm pumping them bitches out. And then I'll eat eventually. Yeah. I'm really gonna have to get some more mods in here. No, I won't ban Ice Hot yet, It's okay to troll. It's okay. I don't mind a little trolling, I did ban that one dude. So I don't know if y'all saw or were present for that episode where dude came in the chat and he was like, bro, your Lego piece 2501cc whatever. And he was like, look it up. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I already know what Lego piece that is because as you know, I do hella Lego, right? And I'm like, that was so creative. The Lego piece is a little monkey piece. How creative. Bro, do you realize so while I'm cooking my waffles. So first of all, something about True. I am very, I don't get mad quickly, none of that, right? Because I grew up in a very bad area. I grew up in a very bad area. And not only did I grow up there, but I survived and I made it out of there, right? So I don't mind, little stuff, trolling, stuff like that. It don't get me mad, right? It don't get me nervous, none of that stuff. The area I grew up in was a horrible place. Not the worst place, but it was bad enough to where that place don't exist anymore. They ripped it down. They ripped it down for two reasons: murder and a mice infestation. So, yeah. Murder and yep. That's what it was. It's one of those neighborhoods where you could absolutely see your first unalived person at a young age, which I did. School bus, coming home from school, person right in the middle of the street. Yep. But yeah, I don't, You can get banned though. I don't think my mod is present, which leads me to my next point that I probably need to get one mod. Oh, we might have enough for one more waffle, chat. I should have set up the I should have set up the phone. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it real quick before my waffle cooks. Ugh. Before it cooks. There we go. I didn't want it to cook all the way. And then I'll give you the waffle count. Okay. This one might be a little all over the place, but it's okay. So the official waffle tally, we have 8. The last one is gonna make 9. We made 9 waffles, chat. 9 waffles. 9 waffles. That is sad, Billy. For sure. You definitely don't want kids to have to experience that. But nonetheless, it happens. But, got out of there. So I grew up in Prince George's County. As a young kid, I grew up in Glenarden and Seat Pleasant. A lot of people know Seat Pleasant for Kevin Durant. The raunchy stomp. Bro came in and said, "When did you get out?" And then said, "Stop the cap." That's crazy. When did you get out? That's like when country people discover their dog been sitting next to them. When did you get out? Who let this janky motherfucker get back in that cage? I know it's after 9. We litty. Yeah, I am. So Shaw, I am on dad duty. I'm available for work as well. So, and I can always make up the time on the back end. But I'm on dad duty. So look at this man. Bro, why do you need that? Look, why do you need this iPad so close to your face? Put it there. Eat your food. Tina, eat the food. Eat your food. No, leave it there. Eat your food. Look, put this. Look, see? If you make the screen larger, you don't need it. What'd you say? You said, "Mommy"? Okay. He just got sad. Yeah, I'm on duty, so I'm in here just cooking us some breakfast. Yeah, eat some food and then you can. You want to play? Go ahead, go play then. Go play. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, go play. Oh, you hurt your butt? Oh. Come here, let me rub your butt for you. Did you drink something? Come on, potty time. Oh, you need your tablet? Here. You want this? Come on. Stop crying. He'll be 3 this month. Here. Stop crying first and I'll give it to you. Okay, here, you sad? Oh, no, I hear you. You sad? All right. Go ahead, sit down. Did you drunk your water? Gotta make sure this dude on the potty until he controls his frequency because he'll piss every 30 minutes. Oh yeah, look at that chat. That be the last waffle and we've done it. Look at that. Y'all just watch me make homemade waffles live and I made bacon. You know what I'm saying? W's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? A little Waffle House yellow.
Who remember that video? Y'all remember that video? A little yellow, a little Waffle House yellow. What was the name of that comedian? The dude that he made all those funny faces. Little Waffle House yellow. That was funny as hell. All right. So, let's get some food on this plate so y'all can really see. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can really see the vibe. I really do be acting like it's a 5-star restaurant when I feed my children. I'm not even lying. It's a bunch of weird stuff that I do that if you saw me or you didn't know me, you would just assume that everything I did was like a gimmick. You'd be like, bruh, who does that? Yeah. I'm not a chef, but, you know. I really do be plating their food and stuff like that. I just be trying to give them the experience. Let them get used to nice stuff. You know what I'm saying? My kids is black. I just want them to be used to nice things. I don't want them to think that. Like one time we went to, when I say we, me, my wife, my good friend, and a young lady. We all went on a little vacation, and we were popping champagne in the pool, getting lit. It had to be, I don't know, 10:30 in the morning, maybe 11. But we on vacation, so we can pop champagne anytime we want. And of course, nothing against no one of any other color other than my own. I love everyone. But I don't like some of the questions that you get asked. You feel me? This one unmelanated couple basically was like, what are we celebrating? Like, we gotta be celebrating something to be on vacation? Are you celebrating something? And it was so funny because it was something about the blackness in us that kind of synced up in that moment. It had to be because the sun was out. You know what I'm saying? The sun was shining. We were having a good time. We were vibing. We were minding our own business. You know what I'm saying? That was like the pinnacle of black excellence. And in tune, it wasn't like we planned it or nothing, but all four of us was like, celebrating life. It was the funniest shit ever. And it was like, okay. It's like, yeah, like, why do we have to be like, is it my birthday or some other like, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we do celebrate those too. We'll go on vacation for a number of reasons, but sometimes we just go on vacation because we need a vacation. We're on a break from people who think we need a reason to celebrate sometimes. You feel me? I'm gonna bring my chat over. Y'all gonna have to watch me eat on camera. But let me show you my plate. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know. Your boy put that on. Look at my son's plate. Yeah, I already knew he wasn't gonna really eat none of that stuff. But the thing about kids though, especially like with him, we'll leave it there. I'll leave that food there for a little bit. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go downstairs in a second. But I'll leave that food there for a little while and maybe he'll come back and eat some of it. I know. Exactly. Celebrating life. That breakfast took long as hell to cook. How long was I cooking, chat? The chat got to tell me how long I was cooking. I was cooking for the duration of this stream. So to cook those waffles and this bacon, it took me a good 20 minutes. If I wasn't like streaming and yapping my mouth and all that, nah, well, I basically took how long the waffle take that there so we can downstairs, get out the way. Yeah, it wasn't that long. It wasn't that long because I was at home, but I was in a restaurant, and you were waiting that long, you'd be pissed, especially for waffles. You'd be like, yo, what the f is this? I would definitely turn up in a restaurant if I had to wait an hour plus for waffles. I probably wouldn't because I never turn up. I don't nobody. I don't have a reason. So I'm gonna take little baby downstairs. We did send out party invites for his birthday, so I think we're mentally ready. Cabana with the biddies. Shout out to the little biddles. W Cabana. I'm guilty though because when I see some of my people on vacation, I do be thinking the same thing. Like, wait, is that their birthday? But it's different though. You can ask them that. Because I'm only used to doing things for specific dates, but I'm learning now to celebrate whenever you want, just to celebrate life. Facts. But they also wouldn't judge you for asking. I think it's only certain people that get judged for asking that question. Because if I see you celebrating and I'm like, oh, what you celebrating? You know there's no ill intent behind it, for the most part. Now some niggas be having ill intent. But for the most part, you'll know like, oh, it's a genuine question. I think that's what it be coming down to. Because sometimes it'd be like, what are we celebrating? Like, what do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? It's like you're always on guard. You know what I'm saying? It's not my fault. It's not your fault. We know it's people who are no longer with us. We're sure it's their fault that we all think like this. But if I came up to you on vacation and I saw a child popping or Bree popping champagne at 11 o'clock in the morning, I came up like, oh, what y'all celebrating? Y'all would not get offended at all. Because y'all be like, listen, he might be celebrating the same shit. Whether that's life, a birthday, whatever the case is. I just came to this all-inclusive. We be on the same time. But some people, you know what they be implying. Oh, well, you must have saved all year to get here. Or some other BS. Reset, right? Because you know how I get. Like, don't offend me while I'm having a good time. Let me enjoy my vacation. I'm not even shocked. Right? I'll be the dude by the bar. What time y'all open? Oh, in 2 minutes? All right, bet. 2 minutes, y'all. Because everybody there to turn up. That's the short of it. Everybody's there to turn up. Sorry if y'all just hear me crunching down on this food. I forgot the mic is right up in my face. So, my bad. Exactly, just balling. You know what I'm saying? And I be, listen, y'all will learn me. I ASMR, little mukbang. Yeah, I try not to flex because I go overboard sometimes. Because I'm a wild boy. I'm a wild boy. But I have worked hard. I would say, my phone just keep turning up by itself. It must like the sound of my voice. I'm not that old, but I'm not that young. I worked hard. I be explaining stuff to my kid that I never thought I would have to explain. Right, so somebody said that same thing, Bree. It's okay to flex when you know how to be humble. Like when you humble most of the time, it's okay to flex. I got that wild side. I told you I grew up in the hood. Y'all heard the term bougetto? Yeah, that's me right there. Bougetto. Now I definitely have a lot of self-control though. You'll never see me turn up in a restaurant. I won't do it. I'll be one of those people that's like, I'm gonna just write a letter to corporate, and then instead of me getting mad at the restaurant, especially a nice restaurant, listen, take my advice on this. Instead of getting upset at the nice restaurant, we as a culture and people have to learn how to write letters, right? You gotta learn how to contact corporate. Because you don't wanna put yourself in a restaurant, it's like, oh, you chose to go to that restaurant. Hold up. Hold on, chat. You should be able to hear me. Hold on. Let me see. Can you still hear me? Yeah, y'all can still hear me, but the camera switched. Let me go switch the camera back. That's why this mic is clutch though, because you can still hear me. We gotta learn how to start writing letters, right? Because, and I'll tell you 2 stories. You gotta write letters. Hold up, first of all, why am I hearing? Let's go back. All right, I'm back on stream. Here we go. Write letters. Because if you chose to go to a nice restaurant, you don't want to put it on yourself like, I'm not coming back here no more, right? And because that's what you'll do. And then that might be a restaurant you really like. So why are you taking away joy from yourself because of your attitude? When instead, think to yourself, hey, this is a nice restaurant. I'm calling corporate, or I'm gonna email corporate and let corporate talk on your behalf, because at the end of the day, the people who are there as, servers or managers or whatever, nothing wrong with those jobs, but they don't care about the company's bottom line. They just want their paycheck, right? The corporate gonna care about the company's bottom line. So talk to those folks, because they don't want to lose not one person, because that one person could be the future true, right? Not the zero true, the hero true. And if it's the hero true, he may have a large influence. He might be Keith Lee, right? And they don't want to go in there talking to places bad. But if your business here over, they want that. Write a letter to corporate. 2 instances when this lady told me that, she was like, don't even get upset, honey. Just write a letter. Trust me. I did that. I wrote a letter to McDonald's because I was like, listen, I told these people several times, wrong. And I went back in there and I was so pissed and they got it wrong again. So I just wrote a letter to McDonald's and McDonald's gave me a week worth of food. Yeah, McDonald's. But they gave me a week's worth of food. Like, just sent me a gift card and all that. A letter. I'm like, oh, shit. And then let me tell you another thing, right? Because I've, there's no other way to say this, but I worked around white people for a long time. Y'all on serious game. This is how I know letters work. McDonald's is a small situation. A week's worth of food, yeah. I mean, that's food, right? And it saves you money. But let me tell you where you start saving big dollars. My coworker had a BMW, a Beamer. And he goes, man, I took my car into servicing 30 days ago for an oil change. And then now my transmission or whatever he was saying, his engine, he was like, something's wrong with it. But they didn't tell me when I went into the shop. I said, what'd you do? He said, what else would I do? He said, I called corporate. He said, because there's no way I'm taking my car back to the shop within a 60-day period. I said, so what happened? Listen to what I'm about to tell y'all. He said, they're gonna give me a new engine. He said, I already went in there. They didn't tell me nothing was wrong with my car. Now something's wrong with my car. So nah. Let me tell you, BMW gave this man a new engine for his car. Gave, meaning he didn't have to pay for. They set up an appointment at one of their stores, told him drop the car off, gave him a loaner, and gave him a new engine. How much money do you think that is? So he go, yeah, you could call them. So I said, what? And then let me tell you the rule behind it. He's like, yeah. He said, man, if you have issues, especially with a company or you feel like something's not right, call corporate. So I had a Cadillac, I had an Escalade. And I called corporate because I'm like, I took my car in for something and then less than 30 days later, something else is going on. I'm like, that's kind of weird. So I'm like, ain't no way you about to try to get money out of my pocket twice. No. So I thought about what he said. I called corporate. I said, listen, I think something's wrong with my car. So they scheduled the appointment. I'm like, oh shit. They scheduled the appointment, like, take it to this location. We're gonna get you straight. So I took it in and they filed a ticket, right? GM, corporate, they filed a ticket. You need to check out, do a 21-point inspection on this man's car and basically fix it for free $99, unless you have to meet certain requirements though. That's the one stipulation. So what I didn't realize, and the lady told me, the lady at corporate called me and was like, we did find something wrong with your car, but unfortunately we won't repair it for you because of this reason. She didn't just say, no, we're not doing it for you because we don't like you and no shit like that. She said that policy only applies to cars who've had less than 3 owners. I was the 3rd owner. So if I had bought a car and I was either the 1st or 2nd owner, they would have did it for me. Chat. Not to be giving away all the tea and all the secrets, but listen, that's something that saved you hella money. Because they were telling me that was gonna cost like, I think they were saying that was gonna cost like $4,000 to fix or something like that. Yeah, they were like, unfortunately, you're the 3rd owner of the car. So when there's that many owners, they have to make an assumption that some of the owners probably weren't doing the proper maintenance, which causes that issue, especially for the type of vehicle, because they can look up the history of the vehicle and they can look up the type of vehicle and know how long the vehicle should last. So for those of you who don't know, a Cadillac Escalade is supposed to last at least 250,000 miles. It's supposed to. If you have major issues with it, then there's something wrong. And you can call corporate and they may just fix it for you for free. Call corporate. I ain't arguing with nobody. Nope, okay. You want to bring my food cold? Okay. I don't want just a free meal. Sure, the manager can give me the meal for free or something. I'm not gonna argue, but I will call corporate. Corporate to send your ass back to the restaurant and get you a full course meal for you and your family. You feel me? So sometimes you gotta call corporate on their ass. Let me check my door real quick. I think my son been on the potty for. Nope, not here yet. Mason, you done? Mason, little baby. He ignored me. Since he ignored me, I'm gonna eat my. Yeah. Call corporate. We're not arguing no more. We're not arguing, we're not explaining ourselves. We want to turn up on them. So yeah. Sorry, chat. I am still. What time is it? 10:07. You done? Hold on, chat. I need to prepare myself for a meeting. You done? He done. You done? Stand up. You done? Come on. Pull your pants up. You want to go downstairs?
Downstairs.
Okay, pull your pants up.
Go.
Oh, you pull your pants up fast now. This boy loves to go downstairs because he loves to turn up with all them Hot Wheels. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Pull your, yeah, pull your pants up. Downstairs?
Downstairs.
Hopefully that didn't just end my stream. I hear you. You said you want to go downstairs. I hear you. Are your pants pulled up? Hold on. You want to take your iPad with you downstairs?
No.
Then why'd you grab it? I used to fall asleep. So I tried to, okay, come on, downstairs. Come on, let's go. Yeah, I try to only let him stay on there for a few minutes because I'm trying to, like, when he goes to school, they're not going to let him stay on there that long. Dang, bro. He didn't want me to eat my food. That's crazy. Hold on. I'm gonna go downstairs in a second. He turned in the doorknob. Hold on one moment. Bro, be patient, cuz. He ain't let me do nothing. I'm here. sound like that. Now, third of that's like bro, things, and then we're going years. W's in the chat. This is regular life. Look at me. We gotta tell mommy breakfast. He didn't even let me eat my fruit. Let me get a little. We ain't got no. Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs in a second. I need to go down there anyway. Hold on, boy. You rushing me? You rushing me? Ew, what was that? I'm gonna rinse my fruit off. You rushing me? You rushing me? You rushing me, little boy? You can't carry nothing for me? All right, chat, we're going downstairs. Come on, bro. Come on, broski. Take your time. You don't need your tablet. You really don't. You standing in the way. Can I get downstairs? What? It is 10:14, chat. We did pretty good. We did pretty good, right? What y'all think? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me go back in the, let me go in here real quick. Let me switch up. Go ahead, go play with your Hot Wheels. And 3, 2, 1, you. Okay. All right, let me find it for you. Let me switch my audio device. Huh. Look, you told me switch Hot Wheels, but watch, I'm gonna just turn it off. See that, chat? Turn it off. Oh, he not playing today. Oh, because you want to watch the Hot Wheels while you play with the Hot Wheels. Okay, got it. Can I just close this out completely? I thought you were supposed to be using YouTube Kids. How'd you get regular YouTube on here? Chat. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Hold up. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? We had J-Vax in the building. We had Billy in the building. Bree in the building. I'm finding Hot Wheels for you, bro. Calm down.
He not playing about his Hot Wheels, chat. Shaw in the building. Ooh. Okay, Hot Wheels. Which one of these you want to watch? This? We had Cabana in the building. Yeah, Hot Wheels. You already know the vibes, chat. We had a whole party going on, so applause for that. It's definitely a party. Here we go. Hot Wheels. Hey, y'all know we had Pay in the building. We're gonna rock out to some of that music real quick. Yeah, that's Hot Wheels. That's Hot Wheels. Look. Look at it. Hey. Yes, sir. Y'all know the vibes. It was a real good one, though. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know what that means. Let me go ahead and check and see who we got. Who we got live? Who we got live? If you in the chat and you live, announce yourself. I know Pay doing his 24-hour stream. Has he finished the 24-hour stream yet? Let's see who we got live. And while we do that, y'all know as we get closer to the close. Oh, let me update y'all real quick. So y'all know I'm trying to do a lot of my updates through ChatGPT. I think they still told me I got like 2 days. So hopefully they hurry up with the information because I'm trying to make some upgrades to the channel. Again, it's a marathon, not a sprint, but you know what I'm saying? They told me it was going to be done like a week and a half ago. That was a little update. So we slowly, you know we got our intro. Our intro is basically solid at this point, you feel me? And we're going to try to see if we can, we're trying to get some feels for how we want to do outro now too. So, you know what I mean? Hopefully I have an echo now. Oh, Crest Live, let me see. Today was a vibe. I appreciate y'all watching me go IRL. You know what I'm saying? Per usual, indulge me. Let's go check out what some of the community is up to. Yeah, today was a vibe. We're gonna vibe again later. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, let's read that boy Chris. Let's see what that boy Chris talking about. I'll see y'all over there. Appreciate y'all again. Thanks for all the biddies. Thanks for all the subs. Continue to sub. Continue to donate. You know what I'm saying? It's only up for here. You feel me? Only up from here. And we about to get out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2. Catch y'all on the next one.